ice. Hold on. Before we go jumping off of this cliff, I would like to see where exactly my solid eastbound is. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Astroneer episode 52. We're about to get underway. It's going to be quite an adventure, to be quite sure. Trying to unlock the gateways on Glacio. It's so bright I can't even see the compass underneath my feet. Look at that. Maybe if we zoom in. Hold on, let's turn off our light. There we go. So north. So we need to head that way to the North Pole. And I think that is how we're going to start. It's by going to the North Pole. I don't know if we're going to try and drive through everything. We may try to drive around certain obstacles. We are carrying 7 radioisotope thermoelectric generators on our large rover, because that is what it's going to take to unlock these gateways. Oh. I'm afraid that with the terrain seemingly being so easy to navigate that it's going to prove more difficult than we thought. Perhaps. Oh, look, all this resin out here. We have all this resin and compound right over here. Well, but with these mountains, this might be one of those things we're going to have to navigate through. So let's go ahead. We're going to drill through here. Nice and easy. Easy does it. Now we're up in the mountains. Okay. Let's reassess our north. Okay, we are still in the right direction. Should have brought some quartz for beacons in case we need it. A lot of graphite on the surface of this planet. That's interesting. And some ammonium too. Okay. Bit of everything on the surface of this planet. Now, as flat as this looks, I'm afraid we are rather high, and that means we're going to have to take some sort of a tumble to get down, I imagine. Oh, this looks gradual enough over here. These wind-swept icy mountains. Not the most difficult thing to navigate. Not nearly as bad as, say, Visanya. Visanya was nightmarishly difficult to navigate. And there we go. I believe that is the North Pole beam of light right over there. Past this ammonium field. And of course, once you get over to the North Pole of any given planet is where you have the most sunlight, due to the fact that the sun orbits offset on the north side of each planet. You eventually get to where, as you can see, we're getting closer to the North Pole. These planets are going to start to, instead of rising and setting with the sun, they're going to sweep around us in a giant circle. Not that we are going for that sort of solar power anymore. We are so beyond solar power. Wow, even for a singular rover, that's like a straight cliff. I don't think we're going to climb that. Oh, look at that. That is so much scrap to just leave lying around. And hematite. And ammonium. Oh, could get so many resources. Alright, let's hop out and put the e-brake on. Top off our drill and our work light, please. Thank you. 1, 2 extenders ought to do it, I'm thinking. 1, 2, and go ahead and plug in. There we go. Second gateway going down. You can see the sun there. So far away. Nice. Very nice. Okay. I thought the North Pole was the other direction. No, this is the North Pole. Okay, so the other one is the South Pole. So that means this is the North Pole. So we want to go sort of back the way we came. Sort of. Alright. Delay back on front with the drill. I mean, we could gather some of these resources, teleport them back, but we don't need to. I mean, we can always come back and do that at another time. And we don't need to do that now. So let's go back the way we came a little bit. Not completely, just slightly. We didn't really tunnel through too much, as we stayed on top of this little mountain area here. Now it's going to show we're heading south away from the pole, but oh, look at this planet though. It feels so cold. Oh, they did a good job. Yeah, I like this planet. The colors, the way it feels. Now, if we're sort of heading back the way we came, we don't want to head back 100% the way we came, so we want to veer to the east a little bit. So let's continue with that. We'll start cutting a little bit more east as we travel, because we don't want to necessarily end up back at the base we came from. And you can see that there is our base where we came from. So, yep, you can almost see it over there, the shuttle and the beacon. So we're going to cut east as we cut south. And with all this fast traveling, it sure does make this planet feel smaller than it really is. Boy, this is a downright pleasant planet to navigate with this rover. Ugh, until we get some of the tires off the edge like that. No, this is nice. I'm just going to point the drill up. Come on. I love the teal sky. And look at this, just the flat, frozen wasteland. Alright, we are heading east, passing massive ammonium fields. So, despite there not being any hydrogen on this planet, you can definitely synthesize hydrazine if you brought some hydrogen. Whoa. And look at that graphite over there. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's flip our vehicle. Wow, when the terrain formations around here give you a canyon, they really give you a canyon. It's nice being that high up with how far it allows you to see. Let's put the drill up. Thank you. Oh, a single rover can do so much that a rover conga line cannot. I hope we can somehow make all the RTGs work that we need on Aatrox. That could be our Everest. That could truly end up being a difficult journey. Oh, this is a bit much here. Look, it's almost completely out of the terrain the way it generated. It's okay, we have a pack of extenders. Should we have difficulty getting that close, but oh, look at this. There's really just one avenue of approach here. And there it is. Alright, let's see. So we're definitely not at the South Pole, which means from this we will continue to head east. And through doing that, in a circle, we will circumnavigate the equator of this planet. Get all of our surface gateways unlocked. Oh, we might not even need the second extender. Let's go 1 and... Oh, nope, we will. There you go. Gateway number 3, engage. That's right. East. That direction. Just stand right in the center as it lifts us up. Oh. Oh, I wonder if you can fall down into that. Oh, that was frightening. For a minute as it opened up, I was like, no, what have I done? Alright. To the east. And we're just going to drive right off of this thing. Geronimo! Not so bad. Alright, but let's make sure we get lined up nice and straight with east. Right, that direction. Okay. Making really good time on this planet with as easy as the terrain is to navigate. I am a fan. Of course I say that, and now we're about to deal with the cliffs of Dover over here. I think we're going to cut around this land formation rather than try to go through it. Yes, because there's a passage on the other side, and I would like to come out on top. Let's not dig at an angle. We all remember what happened when we did that. Alright, so we'll get back onto the high ground. Give us better visibility. Oh, it's the resin fields. Oh, those resin fields. Wow. Resin City. Holy moly. Look at that ammonium. Jeez. Too bad there's not hydrogen naturally occurring on this planet. Alright, we're going over the edge. That's the way it goes. Let's assess east. East is that way. Alright, east is this way. Now that terrain there, that looks a little rough and rugged and difficult to navigate. We're not going to do that. Even these ice spikes look like they would be rather painful to try to... because you'd have to dig them up, make them fall down, wait for them to disappear. I'm sure some of them would impale your vehicle. But then you have these giant flat fields. Oh, there it is. The next gateway. It's an icebound journey. With pink and teal skies. As long as we're still heading east and we have not drifted south. I suppose I should have checked the last one as a frame of reference to see where we were. I just took it for granted and was like, alright, let's move on. And now I'm like, oh, I should have checked the odd stone to see where exactly we had ended up. I suppose we'll do that with this one. 1 and 2. 2 should cover it. Maybe. Alright, we'll pull a little bit closer. There we go. Okay. There we go. We're going to need a path to get up there to assess our position. Let's get all this out of here. Clean this up. There's no reason for this to be such a mess. It's all buried in the ice. Okay, so we have one more to the east, and then we head to the south. Alright. Doing well. And making really great time, too. Alright, to the east. That direction. Processing our equatorial route to circumnavigate the planet of Glacio. We shall head east into the rising sun. Burrowing through the ice sheets with a diamond bit drill. Ah, we've done it. We've hit our first true just mountain wall in front of us, so we're going to drill up, up, and away. Oof, and we hit a little bit of a iceberg there, or glacier. This is not an iceberg unless it's in the water, Thranxes. Get it right or pay the price. Hold on. Before we go jumping off of this cliff, I would like to see where exactly my solid eastbound is. Eastbound is that direction. Okay, we're getting a little bit off course then. So as a landmark, we've identified that east is that mountain there, from where we snapped a line. So I think we'll stay up here for the time being. Because using that mountain as a landmark for the direction of travel is only going to get us into trouble if we try to drive through it. Although I guess driving through those mountains with a giant drill is not a problem. Then again, a tiny little cliff is a problem if you're not set up for it. Do we want to just tunnel through these mountains? I guess we should at least once, huh? Let's see. It can't be that difficult. We've got the best drill they have. compound and organic crunched under our treads. Okay, so it was a tiny bit painful, but not too bad, ultimately. We're still heading east, that direction. Okay. I accept these terms. We will continue eastbound. Eastbound and down. Up, drill up, please. Drill up. Never mind that glacier. Oh, what's going on? Oh, we've got debris in our way. Hold up. Because that debris had something that I generally stop for, which is a battery. Thank you. It's a free source of lithium, and when you have a portable oxygenator, it is another batch of oxygen that you can refill before you're out of power. Alright, let's just drill through that. Hold on. I feel like by now we should have seen where we were heading. The sun could be obstructing our light pillar, but we're still heading slightly north of east, so let's turn a little bit to the south and then we'll continue east. It should stand out enough, though, that we shouldn't be easy to miss, I guess, is my point. Perhaps what we need is a higher elevation to get the lay of the land. If anything, we've been on the north side of east for a while, so I suppose we'll cut on the south side of east for this. I don't think that's going to be easy to navigate, so let's engage the drill. Maybe dig up a little more. Crunching the resin under our treads. Okay, I'm starting to feel like we've passed it now. Like, for certain passed it. Hold on, put on the e-brake. East is this way. Then why did we not just stay the road there? Oh! Wow. Good thing we decided to stop and smell the roses a little bit. Eh? Look at how difficult that was to see from that canyon. See? I knew. I was kind of judging the distance in my head, and I thought, I feel like, given the time it's taken for each other gateway, we should have been there by now. And each gateway open is another possible base location for which to gather resources. And to have a connection to the core eventually, which allows us to go to any planet we desire. Come on. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to drill down. Down, drill, drill. No, stop. Alright. Drill off, light off. Whoa, hey, easy. Play nice now. So we got one there, and we'll just do one here for good measure. That's how you do it. All but the final gateway at the South Pole remain. South is going to be in that direction. Gosh, the hematite. The hematite is real. Let's see if we can see what's down in there this time. That's just a bunch of nothingness. Alright, that is a full equatorial path, and now we go to the South Pole. Perfect. Just as planned. And again, South Pole being that direction. Got it. We're just gonna lunge this rover right off the cliff. Reckless abandon. Alright, and as long as we keep south in our direction of travel, we shall make it there in no time at all. Oh. Oh, no. No, not like this. Come on. Got high centered on an incline. Oh, up and at 'em. There we go. The vehicle's got to be heavy at this point, carrying around all these generators, I would imagine. I'm not sure of the weight of an RTG, but I can't imagine a portable nuclear reactor is going to be, you know, lightweight. This is a lightweight nuclear reactor. I'm sure that's, you know, a thing. But, you know, lightweight is relative. That doesn't quantify the actual amount that it weighs less. Alright, south is a big, sharp cut to the left. So we cut to the left. And we dig up. There it is. I can already see the South Pole from here. Now the South Pole has the opposite sunlight pattern of the North Pole, in that since the sun is offset to the north side of the planet, the South Pole is often shrouded in darkness 24 hours a day. However, winds tend to be stronger at the poles, and winds are generally high on Glacio anyways compared to solar output, so if you are not rocking RTGs by this point, you can always just decide to set yourself up a little wind turbine battery array like we did at our first base. And there are benefits to setting up at the poles, even though we haven't really done that. The biggest benefit being navigation. You never really get lost. If you're set up at the North or South Pole, you can wander as far as you want from your base, and even without a beacon or a habitat or any sort of a bubble behind you, you will be able to get back because you can just follow your compass in that direction, as all north and south directions will eventually lead to their respective pole, obviously. And this is going to be it for us. The final surface gateway on Glacio. Nope, no. Okay. Let's go 1 and a 2. Oh, no. And a 2. And I think we're going to need a third, actually. One and a 2 and a 3 with a twist in the cable. That's okay with me. No, can we get a little bit further? Oh, so close. How about there? Actually, let's actually provide power to the gateway. What an odd concept. From here, we'll want to go back the way we came. but to the right, I believe. With each gateway, we are closer and closer to achieving our goal of total solar system domination. Right, so we want to go back, but left? No, we want to go back, but left, because we're still going in the same direction, so. Same direction as before, which is rotating eastward around the planet. So we go back the way we came, but we offset to the left, and then eventually we will see our navigation bubbles. So we'll head north, but we'll cut it left. So this direction should do us fairly well, I would imagine. Sort of a quartering north. And then again, we do have the beacon and the rocket at our launch pad. Never built that habitat, even though we did build the silicone. Ooh. There we go. Get a boulder up under our tires. No, thank you. No, thank you. And that is all of the surface gateways. Don't. Whoa. Natural cave. I haven't seen one of those here yet. That's pretty neat. And that's all our surface gateways for Glacio. So now there's nothing left to do but to grab some tethers and extend our little passageway down into the core to discover what resource we need. I'm thinking steel? No. It wouldn't be a titanium alloy, because you can't get all the resources for that here. Or maybe, well no, because if it's going to ask for nanocarbon alloy on Aatrox like we think, it could very easily ask for titanium alloy here. I've got to believe it's going to start asking for more difficult things to make than just things you can make with the resources on a given planet. I don't know. I'm very curious to find out, though. I think we're just going to drive around on the surface of this planet back to our base together because it is such a beautiful planet. Wonderful. A blizzard would be cool. I hope they bring the weather back. Now I'm concerned that I'm lost at this point. Perhaps what we need to start doing is heading east. Why did we veer left? Why wouldn't we have veered right? East is the direction we were traveling, and east would have eventually taken us back to our base, so east is the direction we need to travel. So we got a little bit off course heading west. That's okay. With the drill and unlimited power, we really have nothing to fear. And no need to gather any resources whatsoever. Now we could just tunnel the rover down to the core, find out what resource it is, die. I mean, we talked about that pretty extensively in the last time, but then we ended up digging ourselves out because committing suicide just felt wrong. even though we totally could have done it for the sake of speed. Ah, this is... Okay, so we just need to head east from here. Yes, we just need to head east from here, and then we'll be back home. Dig up, dig up. Thank you. And east it is. East we shall travel. Just making sure. So, I know I hop out of the vehicle a lot to check my direction. However, that actually serves two purposes. A, it's the obvious one of making sure I'm heading the right direction, and I've snapped a good heading in my brain. The other one is to auto-save frequently. This game has not crashed a lot on me, but I have had some inconvenient crashes where I hadn't saved in, 15 minutes and I had to replay and re-record some of that time. So I've decided getting out of the vehicle a little more often to make sure I'm on course, since it also saves my game more frequently, is probably the right decision to make. And as such, that's what I've been doing. Keep heading east here, we may in fact run into where we first landed with our shuttle and dropped off our rover long ago. Potentially. There's a rover with nothing on it, so we have been here before. Aha, there we go. There's our beacon. Tall and proud, and that means that this would be our original landing zone, right here. Where we landed our shuttle. It's pretty neat, huh? Notice how the beacon actually is noticeable even though the shuttle icon is not. I don't know if that's a function because the shuttle is behind it, or if the beacon naturally has a higher pop-up zone, which it does. You can see it quite clearly there. Because the beacon and the shuttle are in fact on the same surface. One is not lower than the other. However, one is clearly giving its indicator higher than the other. Alright, well, as we return to our base and gear up to head down to the core, I think that's where we're going to wrap up episode 52 of Astroneer. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Be sure to come back next time as we check out what the core of Glacio looks like and resolve this secret resource that we will need to open up the gateway, as we add one more planet to the list of completed planets, bringing us ever closer to the finale of the game. But until next time, take care.